Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another One Piece manga review. We're here reviewing chapter 1104. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy Kuma. Yes, we are here. It is.
Why did he say it like that? Why? This is not the way to start.
Guys, I knew it was going to end up being that, so I was just going to let him ride. I was like,
I had to do it.
Lynn, I respect you for not making one of us say it. So
See,
there you go.
I would
There's your
never
plus
do that. I do it myself. Honorable man.
I mean, for Kuma, I would say it, but I don't know about Jazz.
But hey, joining us,
Kuma my guy, but I'm not calling no other man daddy. I'm sorry. I don't care how
now,
good you are.
Now you're gonna have. See, now you're gonna have the fucking One Piece Hoteps coming after me. Talking about
what you mean you don't want to call Kuma your dad, bro?
Calling another man daddy on your podcast, brother. We gotta get help for you.
You're gonna be like Dr. Umar and call call you a zesty fester. Well, all right, my bad. My bad.
He already don't fuck with me because I have a white girlfriend. So 50 lashes for Brother Burton.
Oh yeah, click. Not 50 lashes. You're not getting out that easy. That's an easy 5,000, brother. I'm sorry.
Straight into impel down. Straight into impel down with you.
Oh shit! Welcome in though. We got Jazz in verse and join us. You can tell it's one of these types of pods tonight. Oh man! But all right, let's get it. Oh, how you fellas doing? How y'all doing tonight?
You can go first, version.
Coming to you live from one of the only times ever cold as shit New Orleans. But we're doing some cool stuff. I'm in a hotel. That's why the light looks good for the first time in a while. And that's also why the internet quality probably won't be the best. But it's a hype chapter. You did have me on last time, so I had to be on this time.
That's a fact. Couldn't miss again. This is a big time chapter. Glad to have you. I'm going to be in New Orleans Sunday, going to Monday Night Raw. Going to talk about it on the Work Shoot Show.
Ooh.
Super excited about that. Going to be on Monday Night Raw this Monday. So I'm excited about that. But also join us, Jazz. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. I didn't have work today.
Nice.
Great, but work is about to change into me getting a 3-day weekend and only working Tuesday through Friday.
Oh, that's litty.
Yes, sir. I mean, more work, but at least I don't have to work on Mondays anymore.
Yeah, I mean, can't beat that with a stick. Can't beat that with a stick at all. So I'm not mad at that.
Word on the street is Jazz is also trying to have a Monday Night Raw.
Whoa.
I like how he connected those two. I ain't gonna lie. That was nice.
Well, I told y'all it's one of these. But all right, fellas, let's get into it. We do a brief summary of what happened, and then we just jump in and talk about the chapter. Starts off right with Kuma about to punch Jay Saint Garcia, Jay Saturn, Saint Garcia, whatever the fuck his name is. He's about to get mollywopped, and he does. Crazy punch by Kuma. And then everybody's like, whoa. How is Kuma still doing this shit? Didn't we hit self-destruct? Even Vegapunk's like, how's this shit happening? I mean, I didn't put a bomb in him, but I did shut him down. Everybody's like, yo. And Bonnie's like, I don't give a damn. My dad's here. I'm loving on this. Kizaru's crying and being a bitch. Everybody's just like, oh, it's Kuma. But Saturn's like, hold up. We can't have this, but the Straw Hat strikes Saturn. Sanji has a big moment. Frankie has a big moment. Kizaru's proud of them, saying how they've grown. And then Kizaru's like, yeah, this is too much, brother. We need to Buster Call this bitch. And Saturn's like, yeah, let's Buster Call this bitch. And that's the chapter. So where do y'all want to begin, fellas?
Definitely got to do it from the top.
For sure.
Got to get all the way from to back.
All right, start us off. Whoever wants to start us off, go ahead. What'd you think? That punch was crazy. Hockey filled.
I love
So I do actually have a question.
Okay.
Well, two questions, I guess. And I want you guys to take on. First of all, like Lynn just said, hockey filled. Despite the current situation of this man maybe not even having a soul, but he can use hockey. That's very interesting.
That is insane.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up because that is what first thing I thought, which I was like, is he in there? And because that's why I asked y'all right when we got in, before we started talking about other shit, right when I asked y'all, I was like, is he in there? Because the hockey shit makes no sense to me if he's not in there. Like the decision making is already questionable.
Can't use hockey, so
facts,
right?
Animals can, but like
but that's a living
A pure
thing.
robot can.
You think?
Unless the bot like
Do
unless
we
it's one of
think
those
General
things like
Frankie can use hockey? And I'm not talking about Frankie. I'm talking about General.
No, I know. Yeah.
I don't
I mean
think
I don't
so.
think it can.
probably not by
Well,
itself.
well,
Like no.
I will say, I mean, let me ask, could the Thousand Sunny, because it has a clobber domain, which we know is its own special thing, the ship spirit, are we gonna
Oh no, he's good. He's good.
interesting.
So you're saying could the Thousand Sunny code itself in hockey? I'm gonna say
Because
I'm gonna, I'm gonna
pirate
say
ships
no.
have spirits, is my point.
No, you're absolutely right. They do have spirits. And it's like hockey is willpower, is spirit. Technically, they really good question. But Kuma presents all of this because, like, is he in there? Like, for sure, 100%.
I say it's more probable. Oh well, no, never mind. I was gonna say for a ship tea to devil fruit, but then it's just a stone in the water. Never mind. Anyway, I mean, it's
Well,
possible. It's possible the Kobaterman could use
a big
hockey.
enough
Maybe
ship
not
and a
like
small
crazy.
enough water.
Yeah.
And my other question was going to be, because we get a whole panel of the windup and we have people reacting to it. Does it look like Saint J. Garcia is trying to hold Kuma back with his weird power while also just standing right the fuck there watching this grown man about to punch him in the mouth? Because
Yeah,
like we
it's.
literally get Saint J talk about it, and we even get the Straw Hats to react to it, and they're stuck, and then Kuma hits him anyway.
I
So
feel
this is one
like
of those things like where Kuma just so even if we think like he shouldn't have hockey because he technically isn't there, is this one of like is this one of those things where hockey's like overriding whatever Saturn's
that's what I was
like
about to say.
like
I 100% think it's a devil fruit power now, and I legit think his hot like Version said he was trying his damnedest to get him to stop, and he was not stopping. And that punch connected. I truly think this was a hockey override situation, and it's just like because now at post punch he can't get nobody to stop the power. Yeah, pretty sure. Just like with Luffy's Gear 5, a cooldown time, he can't use it again. I think Kuma's hockey broke that shit, which is crazy to say because Kuma's supposed to be a robot.
Also, shout out to Oda for giving us this great double page spread of Jay Garcia getting absolutely rocked. He got rocked so bad, his arm fell off.
Yeah, that's crazy.
How you get punched in the face so hard that your arm falls off? Yeah, he deserved that. He deserved that punch. Also,
his arm was like shredded, bro. Like that's another topic that we should talk. Like Jason Garcia, I heard someone. I'm not gonna take credit for this. I heard someone on TikTok say, "What if he's a devil fruit that ate like a human or like not necessarily a human thing or like just some deity thing?" Going back to verse and saying like, "Is this a different form of being? Is this a devil? Could be a devil fruit that like a demon or a devil fruit that like ate some form of human thing. I don't know. It was just an interesting theory that I heard on the talk.
I'd be cool if they were just like straight up demons. Like if they were actually demons, like how mythical zones are like based off of phoenixes, dragons, and stuff, but these guys are actually what they are.
Could be that too.
Also, keep in mind, last chapter we got revealed that Bonnie never actually had to eat the fruit. She got it passed down because of genetic experimentation. Jay Garcia specifically and his homies could be a case of, and the reason why we know that works is because they never ate a devil fruit. They are the devils in the devil fruit.
Yeah, possible.
So maybe, maybe it's them splicing off parts of themselves or harvesting, the devil fruit tree Eve or something, and then genetically modifying it that makes devil fruits a thing in the first place. I would also just like to point out this is yet another time where a horned creature has gotten one of its horns broken off, which is a common motif inside of One Piece. Like it happens a good little bit of like having a one-horned creature.
True.
And for that matter, I think Jay Garcia, whatever his powers is, whether it's a devil fruit or his own innate abilities, I think it might be kind of like Linlin's fruit, where your emotions and how you feel toward her affect what her fruit does. Like he could have a sort of fear aura like how she does, and it could be sort of like a paralysis through fear. And now that Kuma's come in like a raging bull and smack, okay, he can bleed. We can fight him. We can fight him. We can fuck him up.
True. That's not a bad theory either. I'm just very interested how his arm was like shredded, and it has these like flame clouds around them, almost bringing them back together, and it's just like very interesting. And then to your point, it's like, okay, Sanji can kick him now, but Frankie's radical beam shot through him. That's insane.
Dude, shout out to Frankie.
Yeah, especially
Frankie this chapter, man.
Frankie was balling.
Yeah, especially as the radical beam can go kind of either way. You know what I mean? Like it's like all lasers in anime where they're either really effective and you can't use them a lot, or you can't make them that strong. And you know, like I think that's a very good free for. But I mean, I don't know why you're worried about the whole arm thing. He just used reverse curse technique. It's not that hard.
I see.
He wasn't fighting with those farmers from the Heian era.
No. Dude, he was the first farmer from the Stone Age, let alone the Heian
era. Y'all asses. Do we think Kizaru fucked up Frankie with his shot? Is Frankie okay?
I think Frankie's all right. I mean, I think he's probably down for a minute, but I think he's all right.
Yeah, I don't think he did.
I don't think he enjoyed it, but yeah.
Sure. Hey man, Frankie is the only, to be honest, bro, I think Frankie is the only Straw Hat to go up against an Admiral, a Yonko, and a Gorosei. Like, with no fear, actually. Now I think about it. Big Mom and Wano.
Frankie's a grown man. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, Luffy, but like, outside of him, yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even Zoro and Sanji don't have that feat, to be honest.
I actually have a question now that I think about it, and this is important to discussion. Is his back still like the only part of him that's vulnerable? I forgot his back is. Because he did get shot in the back, and
that's why
time skip, that was the one spot that was bad. So
did he fix that? Did he fix that post time skip? It was that
I think he fixed it, but I'm pretty sure he still has a weak spot somewhere though. It might not be his back anymore.
No, he definitely still does, because that's what Senor Pink was dropping his ass with them wrestling moves on his fucking back. His ass was getting fucked up. No, his back is definitely still weak, because that was Dressrosa. Yeah, facts. Senor Pink was, was Liger bombing him from the sky, shooting up from the swim, and then just bow on his back.
Yeah, so I guess where I'm at is it depends on how much gusto our boy Kizaru was putting into it. I don't think it killed him either way, but I think it could either be a not big deal at all, or I think Frankie might actually be kind of hurt.
That's what I'm saying. It could be interesting. Could have like an arm loss. Granted, he can repair it, but it could be like some serious damage. It's possible. You know, so, but it also, to your point, it's how much Kizaru output, because I still think Kizaru gave Luffy that food. He also respected what he saw from Frankie and Sanji, like, damn, y'all grown, but it's also like, we should kind of finish this up, Saturn. We need to like Buster call this place. Like, I don't know if I like him flip-flopping like that. I don't know if or do you think the question of him asking, now that Kuma joined us, do you agree there's too many players on the board? I think it's time we wrap this up. Do you think that was a call for retreat? Do you think that was him asking, maybe, should we just leave?
Nah, because, well, wait, hold on. If they're on the island with the Buster call, they would get caught in it. But I guess that would
not for Kizaru.
Yeah, not for Kizaru. But what does that mean for Saturn, I guess?
I think, well, can't Saturn teleport? Because, I mean, he teleported onto the island. He didn't walk on it.
We should assume
big demonic circle.
Yeah, facts.
Okay, fair.
Facts.
Yeah. Like, it might be kind of like, yeah, actually, him pressing for a Buster call. I really didn't think it was a call for retreat, but he might be like, don't worry, the Buster call will totally take care of it anyway. Let's disappear and not watch what they do.
And like, I don't even know if he was calling for the Buster call Like, that was Saturn that called for the Buster call. Like, Kizaru could have been like, oh, man, this is too much now. We have a Yonko, we have Kuma, we have all of this. Saturn, you're hurt. I'm not 100%. Maybe we should just back off and live to fight another day type situation.
Also, I did want to say, I think it's possible that Kizaru might have put a little bit extra juice into that shot at Frankie. Because keep in mind, he did do that immediately after Frankie used a radical beam, which, as we know, is based off of Kizaru's fruit. So he might have been like flexing a little bit to be like, no, that's not a fucking laser. This is a laser. You know.
He did say let's put your growth to the test to see if you can withstand this beam. But I don't know. It's very interesting Kizaru's stance on all of this because, like I said, it was Saturn who called for the Buster Call. Saturn was like, "Fuck this! Time to blow this piece up. We got too much."
Mhm.
He seemed
Yeah.
pissed that Kuma was there. He was like, "That fucking scum, the traitor."
I mean, technically, Vegapunk did what he asked him to. Like, I mean, he put in a self-destruct. Maybe it wasn't the self-destruct Saturn was thinking about, but if Saturn was the scientist that he says he is, he should have double-checked it. Who knows?
Yeah,
Like-
facts. Saturn, if you're a smart man, why didn't you put the bomb in him, brother?
I'm about to start putting characters on scientific fraud. We about to put you on academic fraud watch.
Well,
Don't claim
actually,
to
you
be
know what?
smart.
I was gonna bring up a thing, which was it might be interesting because also keep in mind the entire time that was happening, allegedly anyway. Now maybe whenever Kizaru was there, they didn't feel the need to check the cameras, but Vegapunk's facility is supposed to be bugged the whole time too. So at any point,
Mhm.
especially during such a vital surgery, you would think Saturn would be literally watching it happen as it went down. But then
Yep.
again, guess what? Let me let you in a little secret, fellas. You're gonna fuck up a camera with just a little bit of light. Just a little bit of light in the right place. Lose the
Kizaru,
whole fucking thing.
just like, what is he doing? What is he doing? Like, what is going on, brother?
He need that. He need that tenure, bro. That's what he need. He
Yeah.
need to make sure he secure that 401k.
Dude, he's trying to max out his retirement benefits, all right? It's hard out here. Dude, like he's a veteran, he needs to Tricare, all right? Like he still has some debts from back in the day he's trying to pay off whenever he got like a crazy ass loan. But I will say, like, I don't know, where I'm at and where I told you guys that I'm at is I think Kizaru wants to see Kuma and the Straw Hats escape. I don't think he's completely ready to write off the Marines, though.
Yeah, and I don't think he's gonna help outright. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's like
Yeah.
I want it to happen. I gave Luffy food. That's the most I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
Nah,
now it's like it's up to y'all.
yeah,
to
are
get
y'all
the fuck
strong
out.
enough to get the fuck out? If y'all
Right.
are, I'm not gonna stop y'all, but like, I'm not gonna help y'all.
This is like a smoker. This is like a smoker talking to Dashigi, but I guess like he's already talking to himself, like in Alabasta, where it was like, stay here and see how things pan out. See, like if the justice you serve is really what you think it is. You know what I'm saying?
And
So it's
maybe
like-
even like I would say Fujitora is like the farthest to the right of that then Smoker. I would say Kizaru's like a little bit above Smoker. It's like I still work for the Marines. I'm not gonna help y'all. I might not even let y'all slide, but I want to see y'all escape type situation. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a
Yeah.
what are you doing,
He's
bro?
wobbling. He can kind of go either way, I think.
Very
And,
wobbly.
and I do think in his older age, I think him like almost every character in One Piece, a lot of them, I think both one fear the new generation because they want to stay the top dogs. But I think on some level, every character in One Piece who gets to a certain age also kind of wants to see the new generation overtake them because they want to see some new shit happen. Because these
Mhm.
guys have been at the top for so long, they've stagnated. And I think a lot like Kaido, even Kizaru on some level, like that's why he signed up to go fight Kaido and Linland, because he's probably been so fucking bored for the last several years. He's like, give me something to chew on.
give me a match.
Also, I think Oda kind of showed his hand a little bit with the very last frame we have of Kizaru, where he's clearly about to cry about the whole
Yeah,
situation.
bro.
So it's like, I don't know. Yeah, like he's making jokes or whatever, and he's literally about to cry in Vegapunk's face. Like he doesn't want Vegapunk to die.
He
He
doesn't
doesn't
want
want Bonnie
any of
to
this
die.
to happen. Yeah, that's why it's like, was this like his attempt of being like, hey, Saturn, can we go? can we please leave?
Yeah, can we
Like,
just leave off the island? Can we not see this? Like,
like, we don't have to stay, brother. We could bust
Yeah,
across
he's
the
like,
seas and go.
yeah, he's like, why do we have to stay to watch this old man die? You know, he can't outrun a bomb. It's gonna be fine.
Mhm.
Now, I do have a question, guys, and this is the most important thing that we all need to keep focused on, which is how is this going to affect Lucci versus Zoro?
It's back. The slander. The
No,
slander.
I want Zoro to get his feats, all right?
no.
I don't know if we're
Look,
ever gonna
let
see
me-
that, brother.
Look, let me tell you. Let me
Nah,
tell you
I don't
exactly
either.
what's going to happen. Zoro can't do anything to base Lucci because base Lucci has no melanin. Once he turns into that leopard, you know where leopards are from? You know where leopards reside? Africa. Once he turns into that leopard with those black clouds, Zoro's gonna turn up and one-shot him. But until then, he can't do anything against base Lucci. It is what it is.
But Jazz, the thing is, I always felt like Lucci gave like Aztec vibes. You know what I mean? Like like chilling out down there back where the Aztec Empire was. So you got to admit, obviously it's not all the way there, but there is an ethnic quality to him that I think Zoro
Y'all
could really
crazy, bro.
do something with.
Y'all-
You know what they say? 111. 7 chapters from now, 7 chapters of Buster Call.
Oh my god, dude. That's
Look,
gonna be I don't know. I feel like now
I
that
personally want Dragon to come. Can we get that? Can we get it?
No,
I'm
we
so
can't,
sorry.
dog.
No,
I'm
that's
sorry.
dude. Vegapunk literally called him at the beginning of this arc. Kuma literally left Kamabaka and his ass is still not there.
I'm gonna go down with this ship. I'm going to ride the dragon ship into the sea and drown myself because I'm gonna say
tell
it
you're
until
riding the dragon of copium.
where I am going
He's not the hero you want. You need some heroine.
He's coming, brother. He's coming. He's coming.
Totally,
I don't know,
100%.
With that ship, you might be exactly where Kid's crew is at.
Just
brother.
what is
You
the
don't show up.
incident? Still, is the incident that Kuma punched Saturn? Is that the incident?
I mean, you do.
I feel like there's something more though.
The only way that really matters is if someone watched it on television. Like, because remember, the first time that Luffy punched Lobster Dragon, people at the auction house saw it, but it wasn't broadcast. I do think someone watching, one, JJ Garcia be this fucking freak, and two, seeing Bartholomew Kuma punch the fuck out of him.
Is that the incident? That's a weak incident. I'm gonna give it a full stack. That's a weak incident.
Well,
I wanted some death.
Well, I mean, you also get to see the world government destroy Dr. Vegapunk's lab live on camera.
All right. That's
people
a little
who know,
better.
well, I mean, people who know about Vegapunk know that he's the only reason why they're not in the fucking Stone Age. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's like if America decided to bomb the fuck out of like, the greatest hospital there ever was that gives us all the cures for every disease. And they were just like, oh yeah, well, there was a guy we didn't like in it, so we bombed it. Which
I guess that's a little better. I'm just saying we need something that incidenty, a little more incidenty.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know. There's also a lot of other plot points.
Like, what's the robot doing? What's the robot?
You are right.
I feel like I low key feel like, okay, so in the chapter they're like, where's Luffy at, right? And so the only way I think Luffy escaped is because Caribou's like, please, you're my only hope to get off this.
Oh, you on Caribou?
No,
but
I'm
that nigga.
Yeah, but I'm saying Caribou because like when Caribou like absorbs, isn't it like when he absorbs people like into him, like they can't sense him or something like that because of his fruit? I might be wrong.
I thought he has like a world. Doesn't he have like a world?
It's like a pocket dimension.
Yeah,
of
he has
swamp.
like a big giant swamp world in him.
Yeah.
So
like you can fit anything into it basically.
But then I also feel like with him being in another place, like the robot's gonna gravitate to wherever Luffy's at, because when Luffy starts up his heart again.
That's why I'm like, where's the robot at? That's a plot point. That's like, what's happening with that?
Also got Blackbeard, who's supposed to be somewhere.
What's happening with the the Blackbeard ship?
Yeah, where's the stupid Blackbeard ship? God damn it!
Where's the Blackbeard ship? Exactly. And
dude, well, I will say this: they do have a habit of only showing up whenever they really want to ruin a motherfucker's day.
Right at the end of the incident. That's why I'm like, the incident hasn't happened yet. There's no way it's happened.
I guess it kind of depends. What really matters is whether or not this Buster Call goes off.
True.
That is actually what's going to determine what happens with the rest of this arc period, obviously. But my point even being is like, I think it's very possible that because we have a whole other half of the crew who aren't doing anything right now, they might be able to stop a Buster Call.
They might.
Because keep in mind, Robin's here, and she might be like, I'm done with that Buster Call shit. Y'all did it to my home.
Yeah, true.
I'm not letting it happen to another island I'm on, bro.
True. That's a great point.
Yeah. And this will be the second Buster Call that Dragon couldn't stop.
Jeez, come on, brother. Dragon, I know you. Wind power it up. Turn into that exolotl dragon, the Aztec dragon, or to start using your wind powers, your water power, whatever you got to make you zoom across the world and get here. It's possible
Brother,
with your dragon
brother,
fruit powers,
brother,
brother.
I hate to say this, but you know who you sounding like right now? Them Zoro fans. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
no, not
Oh, I thought you were gonna say.
CJK.
I thought
Not
you were gonna say he sounds like
CJK.
one of them Gojo fans. That's crazy.
Oh,
Hey,
even
same
they're
thing, different
worse.
same
They're
thing.
worse. No. They are worse. My character's alive. My character's kicking. My character still has time to move. Gojo is in the dirt. He is in the
Listen,
dirt.
See,
Len, let me offer something for you that might help you understand the situation a little bit better. All right. You ever had like a long night and you were having a good time and you wake up in the morning and you know you got to go to work, but you don't want to go to work. And you know that, you know what, I'm decent at my job. They're probably not going to fire me if I no call, no show once. My point being is you can definitely wake up, rub the dust out of your eyes, get in your car and go to work. Just like Dragon could wake up, turn into a whatever, or get on a cloud, a Nimbus, and go to Egghead, but he doesn't want to because he's lazy, and because he's tired, because he was up paying all night with fucking Eva and Kuma's fucking robot body. All right,
No, brother, no.
he's
gonna-
hungover
No,
because
no,
he's
no,
old
no.
and he can't handle his drink like he used to.
No, my
Ever
brother.
since fucking the Flame Emperor showed up and washed him up.
My brother in Christ,
Mm.
someone will come. Whether it's Sabo, whether it's him, someone will come.
oh my
You know
god,
what? I'm willing to believe Sabo will
Hey,
go.
if Sabo
could you
comes, I'm
imagine?
okay with that. That's a dub for me. That's still a dub. That's still a dub.
How fucking how?
Because it's still
You
the
haven't
Rev.
uttered.
The
you
Rev
haven't-
show. It's still the Rev showed up, baby. I'm Team Rev showing
I'm
up.
sorry, that would make the optics on the Revolutionary Army look absolutely worse. You mean in somebody who is
Sabo
one of your
appeared in two
founding members?
places.
Like, bro, in Kuma's final hours, you mean to tell me Dragon still couldn't show up?
But Sabo did.
That's bad optics, bro. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, Len, right now, if you're just scraping for a Rev W, I mean, Kuma is
Yeah, he's right
fucking
there.
up a Gorosei right now. Just give Kuma his flowers. Don't even worry about the other
I
two.
mean, technically, this chapter gave you your revved up. You don't even need Dragon here anymore.
Yeah,
No.
they
you know
even
what I'm
saved
saying?
Sentamaru. Sentamaru's alive. We're doing great.
See, no. Y'all aren't bringing me to to Team Kuma all yet. I'm not 100%.
What are you talking about? Did you not go back and look at the punch again, motherfucker?
It was a
Like
great punch.
that's the best punch since
It was
the
a great
first
punch.
fucking
It was
Celestial
a
Dragon.
great punch. It was a great punch.
Look at that ink work.
I'm not denying it. It was beautiful. I loved it, but I still got questions. I got questions I need answered. And
I do
then
actually
once I
wanna-
get some of these questions answered, I'll be fully on board Team Kuma.
I do have a question. You guys were acting a lot like there's no possibility that Kuma was going to make it out. But I've been saying the whole time that Luffy, being different than Dragon, better, saves people's lives.
You think he's gonna save him?
Dude,
Okay,
we literally have Atlas carrying Kuma's corpse.
I just don't want this. I just don't want no Mickey Mouse, my hero, Mickey Mouse, Black Clover, Mickey Mouse, JJK.
What the fuck are you talking about, Mickey Mouse?
Okay, wait, nah,
JJK?
say Mickey Mouse.
Say whatever
JJK is
you
crazy.
want, but they do just kill people out there, dude.
That's just me. That's just me jumping ahead of the curve if one Gojo comes back. Just putting the slander out there in case.
I would have said like I would have been fine. I guess I thought Kuma was gonna die because of the self-destruct.
It was a beautiful story.
But now after seeing that the like what he has inside of him is not a bomb, I'm like, I don't know. I think he does survive, but like what else? What would be his role in the story after this?
Also, not just that, I think it might actually be kind of worse if he's gone, but they did manage to salvage his body, because like then Bonnie just has to hang out
with a robot,
or with not even with a robot, with just a husk.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
All
she's gonna get to do is bury him. I mean, where are the children actually? Who's helping those children?
The Seraphim.
Yeah.
You know what's hilarious?
They gonna die in that Buster Call.
Remember whenever we thought the Seraphim were all gonna get fights and everybody was gonna like turn up and everyone in this arc was gonna have like a little
Hell
fight?
no, bro. This shit was completely different.
They completely were like, we don't have time for them. Throw those kids
He's
in
in
time
jail.
Yeah, put them in the bubble. Put them in the fucking little bubble boy bubble. But, I don't know. I will say, as a dungeon master, I kind of get it though, because sometimes your crew gets an entire cast of characters they hang out with, some of which are way too powerful. And then part of your entire day has to be like, how do I separate the group without it feeling too forced and arbitrary? And I feel
Look,
like we've been that way for a while with the Straw Hats and all their little friends.
we had that in our D&D campaign. Literally,
Mhm.
we went away from
Yeah.
I remember that when they were fighting the thing. We just lucked up. Shit. I remember that shit. That shit was crazy. But all right, yeah, fellas, yeah, that's pretty much chapter review. It's pretty much everything. We've theorized.
We forgot the most important part.
What you got, brother?
My
man Chuji got a wife.
Oh.
That is true.
My man Chuji got a wife. You know what I'm saying?
And Sanji got to beat up an old man.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
Sanji did get a good kick. I'm glad.
Yeah, he came in clutch as he does. He saves the women and children. I do actually want to have a question just real quick. So, because you guys talked about it, but I don't think it came up in the review. How does this, and I hate saying it because I don't actually super like power scaling. How does this make you guys feel about like the Gorosei? Because I was always on the bandwagon of, I don't think they're all going to be fighters, and I don't even want every Gorosei to fucking fight. I don't want them to all to be like above Admiral level. I think that's kind of cheap because they're all old fucking men.
I think it says more about Kuma than it does them.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm using this as more of we're power scaling the revs more so, less so than them. I think it's too soon to call them. I think this is more so like, damn, Kuma. Okay, I see why they're worried about the revs. You have Kuma, you have Sabo, you have Dragon. They're strong, but they're strong enough.
But I also feel like, aside from maybe Ethan Nijoro, I don't feel like they polish their fighting skills, because if all of them have broken abilities like this, why would you need to continue to sharpen your skills over time?
If you can just use hacks, especially if it is like some mental or like intimidation shit.
And if they have a god, and if they think they're gods, like it's a god complex.
It's like
yeah, we're not gonna practice.
Yeah,
I think
like Inaru never really felt like fighting anyone. He would just drop massive amounts of electricity on people.
Yeah,
which worked out until he fucking had to fight Luffy.
So I think they'll all have crazy powers. Now, will some of them be like crazy fighters? I don't know about that.
It's like the same thing. It's like the same thing how like I heard somebody relate it, and it was like, so it's like Kid, Law, Luffy, and no, not Law. Kid, Zoro, and Luffy like kind of all got caught off guard by Apu's ability. And it's like, yeah, once you know how to deal with it, it's easy. But like at first, it's like, well, damn, what is happening? So I feel like the same thing is happening with the Gorosei, to where it's like all of them are going to have like these hacks abilities, but like at the end of the day, they not really shit. Except for old bro with the sword, because I feel like he nice, but I feel like he the only one that's nice.
I'm gonna hold off on that because I still think some of them might do some crazy shit. Like I agree with the hacks thing, but some of them still might be able to fight. I don't know. I'm gonna hold off on that.
And to be clear, I'm not against them being strong. I think Jay Garcia is still pretty strong. Like, I mean, effectively nothing happened to him because he can just regen. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, he hasn't lost this fight. Like,
but I've always maintained that if they're all like, just because they're Gorosei, they're all above Admiral. The same reason why I don't want to hype the God Knights until I actually see them do anything. Like, don't get me wrong, Fairyland can be strong. Nothing about God but Knights, I don't, I really don't want it to be like, oh, we thought the Admirals were hot shit for like 20 years, and it turns out like these old fat asses who just sit out on top of the tower, they're actually hot shit. Because I will also say this: if like celestial dragons can be that powerful and do basically nothing, it kind of also gives credence to their whole like regates thing, because it means, it's like Frieza. I'm allowed to be naturally this powerful and without any work, which on some level does kind of prove
some
of
those. I think we will get some of them. Some of them will be that for sure. But I don't think all of them though. But for me, this is a Kuma power scaling moment. This is like my guy. Okay, I see why they were scared of you.
Everything that we see that's good about both one Kuma and also Saint J. Garcia in them also buffs your boy Sabo. By definition, because he escaped 5 of them and Eden. So
true. Sabo looking like a fucking monster.
Yeah, and I wouldn't, dude. I think this is the first time anybody's taken like a close Kuma punch. But Jesus Christ,
yeah,
I think if Kuma were to fight more people close fisted,
all that pain.
I say, this is the first time he was ever like, "No, I'm not doing that little bubble shit. I'm just going to punch you.
I'm gonna wreck you." All
He's
right,
like,
yeah,
no, you
fellas.
don't get to go on a vacation.
no,
No
you're done.
vacation for you.
And I and
You're
also
done.
I'm just happy with Bonnie. She got to see her dad come in and save her, something Luffy never will.
Oh
So
my gosh, this guy
I
just
love
slandering
the
dragons.
dragon slander. I love it.
And
Why?
dude, every time I
such
say
a
it,
good character.
I say every time I say it, it hurts me because I do love Dragon, and
That's why I'm
I
like,
agree with him
what?
politically. But as someone who didn't have a dad, I don't fuck with
Oh,
bums.
yeah.
That's why Yasop can also get some of this. But we'll
Yeah.
worry about that later.
Yasop is Yasop is worse. Yasop is. We can take Yasop to court. He's worse than Dragon. At least Dragon saw his kid off
Actually,
at
you know
Log
what?
Town,
Yeah,
saved
he
his
help. He
kid.
did help.
He
the
helped
man.
Luffy. Yasop, they specifically said, "Hey Shanks, is it time to see Luffy?" The whole crew was ready. Yasop was like, "Hey boss, nah,
Yeah.
nah, I
And
don't
not
want to
only-
see Usopp."
And not only that, but also let's be real. Dragon had to leave Luffy because he became the #1 most mono man in the world. Yasop left before Shanks was anything of note and decided to go hang out with some red-haired dude in fucking Ben Beckman.
While his
Yeah,
wife
no.
was sick.
Yes!
While his wife was sick.
Oh my,
Yeah,
like,
no, Yasop
especially
is
if
the
Dragon,
worst.
especially if
Nah,
Dragon's wife is
Yasop-
already dead, then it's kind of whatever. But like, you left 2 people and you never saw one of them.
And Dragon
Yasop
was like,
is
"At least I could leave my kid with Garp. I know
Yeah,
my
there
dad
wasn't-
will take care of him."
Yeah, there was no fucking Garp or grandpa figure.
For
Dude.
poor Usopp.
Oh God.
Yeah.
He was like,
Usopp-
sure.
all Usopp
let's-
had was Mary and Kaya. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
That's it.
He had a
Jeez.
village that barely tolerated him. Although I
That
will
hated
say,
him.
well, I will say, at least in the anime, they liked him. But boy, especially with that live action being so fresh,
They did not fuck
they
with
didn't.
him.
Yeah, they didn't give him enough time to show that anyone besides Kaya and a dead Mary.
I don't even
They
know if
won't
that
talk
Mary
about
fucked
him.
with him.
I think it was literally only Kaya.
Yeah, in the
swear
live
I think
action
it
for
was
sure.
only Kaya.
Well, I don't know. I think Mary was okay because he never tried to stop it or anything. But yeah.
Well,
I think
we ain't
Mary-
seen him. He
I
just
think
got
Mary
capped.
I think Mary tolerated it because he was like,
Yeah.
I don't want to make Kaya upset.
Pretty
That's fair.
much.
Yeah,
So,
that
but
is fair.
all right, fellas, that's pretty much everything. Jazz, tell the people they can follow you at on social media.
You can follow me on Instagram, Jazzy Boy. You can follow me on Twitter, Real Jazzy Boy. You can follow me on TikTok, Cornell D God. Be safe out there. There's a Gojo video going around. You know what I'm saying? So be careful.
Verse and tell the people they can follow you at on social media.
All right. Thank you guys for tolerating my bad hotel Wi-Fi to review this fucking excellent chapter. Love a Kuma chapter. Love Kuma and Bonnie. They're some of the best characters in One Piece right now. And probably always will be for me at least. But yeah, you can follow me over at Verse and the Vassal on Twitter. You can follow me at Verse and the Vassal pretty much anywhere. Also, if you want, you can also look up my government name, Joshua Trostclair. Big stuff coming soon. Nothing really definitive. I'm actually, like I said, in a hotel in the middle of a conference right now. So we're doing a cool thing tomorrow, but obviously that's not going to fucking matter for you guys. But stay tuned. There's hopefully big things coming in 2024, and
Hell
hopefully
yeah.
it's a decent sized paycheck.
Hell yeah. Make sure y'all go follow Verson and Jazz. Y'all go follow them both. You can follow Bros Think at Bros Think. Follow me at LimbWT. Make sure you check out all of our amazing content. Anime Talk is out on YouTube, and the audio will be out as well. Bros Who Think Podcast and Bros Who Binge will be back next week. Along with the Work Shoot Show and Manga Melee, I'll have some stuff out as well. So make sure you tune in to all of our great content. Until next time, y'all have a good one and peace.